Good evening. Welcome to your restorative yoga class by PSP. My name is Lavinia. Today, I will be your instructor. Within the next 6 minutes, we will be holding a few poses for a long time in order to restore, regenerate, and revitalize our body. We start in the way we always start, seated in the easy seated pose, one leg crossed in front of the other, inhaling, arms all the way up, and exhaling, pushing the air all the way down. Inhaling, arms up. This time, hold a big balloon on top of your shoulders. Give that balloon light on top of them. Big inhalation through your nose. And exhaling, pushing the air all the way down. One more time, inhaling, arms all the way up. And this time, bring the palms of the hands together. Push the air all the way to the chest area. Close your eyes and take a moment to set up the intention of this practice. Perhaps you had a long day full of physical activity and you need space, a time to stretch those muscles. Or maybe you spend a day in a very sedentary position and you need to mobilize those bones, those muscles. In the next inhalation, here, see how the mind has the ability to slow down the train of thought. If there are any thoughts, acknowledge them, but then blow them away. Focus on the breath, slowly through your nose and exhaling. You can also yawn. It's good to get some new oxygen. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax everything. I am holding the pose for a few minutes, so if you don't hear my voice, but just listen to the music and keep breathing in and out at your own rhythm, focusing on the breath, the relaxation, the shoulders, the mouth, and everything in between. It is important to keep this pose as comfortable as possible. So you need to use a pillow to sit on top of it, or you need to put some blocks under your knees to support them. Do so. It's not very easy to hold a pose for a long time if you are uncomfortable. Besides, this is a restorative yoga class, so you are welcome. Ah. 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 Keep breathing into your nose and stretching your lungs in the process. So every time we inhale, we increase our ability to hold the oxygen and use it to regenerate, to recover. So in the next step, Bring your hands right on top of your thighs and we'll take a big inhalation through your nose and look to one side. Back to the center, then begin, inhale and look to the other side. Returning to the center, and this time place your chin on top of your chest. Feel the stretching in the back of the neck. Inhaling and then looking up to the ceiling, stretching the front of the neck. Ah. Ah. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Nice. Go to the side, shoulder to ear. Big inhale and then let's do the other side. Ear to shoulder. Returning to the center and rolling your shoulders 3 times backwards slowly and gently. One more time. Roll them at the same time. Let's transition to our fourth. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, neutral pose. Prepare for the cow and cat pose. This is the cow. Sink the belly button, opening of the chest, and then curve your spine. For the cat, release the air here. Let's flow in a very gentle, slow motion here in the cow and cat poses. Just inhaling and exhaling as you open the body. Keep going and flowing at your own rhythm, and we'll do the tail waving to one side. Look at the foot, and the other side. Look at the back of the foot. Go back to the center. Let's do this a few times more on each side. Keep flowing slowly. And return to the center, to the neutral pose. Prepare to cross the leg on top of the one that is on the mat. Gentle stretch here, gentle warming up of the spine. Look at the foot. Yeah, and you like to gentle circles to one direction first. And the other direction. And do it with the other side. Cross the leg in the opposite side, and again, little circles. and circles. Now, release the pose, go to your force again. And from here, we'll be transitioning to our pose, sitting on our heels and going forward, side, back, side, forward in one direction. When we are done this cycle, we'll transition or reverse to the other direction at your own pace, your own rhythm. This is the last one. Back to the center in the four, in your fourth, and prepare for the next transition, which is the child pose. It has a restorative option, so I suggest you use a pillow or a couple of pillows. I use my blocks and create a little ramp here with one block going higher and the other one in the low setting. Bring my pillow on top, create around a 45 degrees angle, and then ready. If you need more height, you can always add pillows or blankets or towels here. And the purpose is to make the pose more comfortable, restorative, supported. Add as many pieces of cloth as you like, towels, blankets, and then get closer, widen up your knees, and just rest on top of the pillow or bolster, whatever you are using. Hold it with your arms, embrace it, and we'll spend 2 to 3 minutes here. So be prepared to stop listening to my voice and just listen to the music, your breath. Hold it or rest your forearms on top of the mat. I like to place my chin and have my nose away from the pillow so I can breathe. But it's your options are unlimited. So just follow your cues, what the body wants to do, and just keep there. Close your eyes, rest. I'm guiding you now. I will stay away from the pillow because then it muffles the microphone, but just listen to the music and the breath. And never mind about what's happening outside, just focus on the breath, focus on relaxing your mind, relaxing your forehead, breathe normally, deep inhalations and exhalations here. Notice how the heart rate is going down, lowers. This is a good opportunity to review the intentions set up for this practice, the intentions that you thought were important, and why did you show up to this practice today. And then you did one side, you can do the other side, alternating the cheek. It's up to you. Or you were doing just the chin to the front, just keep the pose right there. It's fine. Breathing in and out. Feeding the oxygen, feeding your cells, your blood with new oxygen, with new energy, regenerating, rejuvenating, restoring for a good night's sleep and for the next day's activities. Keep comfortable in this pose at any time if it's too much for you. I doubt it because you are really supported with pillows and blankets. But if there is a pose that is more comfortable for you at this moment, just go ahead. Change or just move a little bit. Maybe a little bit the cheek to the other side. Maybe realigning the knees or realigning the spine. Just use this opportunity to really rest on top of the pillows and slowly start coming out of the pose by using your hands, sitting all the way back on top of your heels, removing the bolster and the blocks or whatever you use to support it. Set them aside. We'll be using them shortly. And enjoy the relaxation that you just had here. Now, for the next pose, I will be just guiding you with my voice. So I will be sitting, but you are to roll on top of the mat on your back. Then lead one leg all the way up, and the opposite leg is going to rest against the thigh. Place the ankle on top of the thigh. Your legs are shaped like a number 4. And then bend the leg that is extended, and with your 2 hands you hook the thigh and bring it toward your belly button or towards your chest. Feel the opening here. Feel how the hip bone is opening, and you keep breathing in and out rhythmically, slowly, with depth. The movement is always linked to the breathing. In this case, we are holding the pose, opening, relaxing. Close your eyes, just hold it there. And whenever you are ready, bring the knees to one side. With the hand that is closer, hold those knees down, and the other arm is to the side, drawing a number 4. Good. Release those knees, bring them back to your chest, and extend the opposite leg. Place the ankle on the thigh. Bend the knee, bend the leg. Yes, it was extended, now it's bent. And hook the back of the hamstrings with your 2 hands and stretch. Keep stretching here. Breathing in and out. Yeah. It's the same thing that we did on one side, we do on the other side. Play with your needs. Your body needs different things, different speeds, different degrees of relaxation. Just keep breathing in and out through your nose. We'll hold it here. Keep holding. Keep closing your eyes. Keep relaxing. This is a very gentle pose. It helps the lower back to relax. It helps the sockets of the hip bones to open even more. It keeps the body to be more flexible, but in a very restful way. to prepare for a good night's sleep. Keeping that pose for a little bit longer. Feel the lower back working very little, just relaxing and extending and touching the ground, touching the mat, breathing in and out. You can yawn. Inhale. In this time, since you were for a long time right here, release the pose, bring the knees together, and then we'll do the opposite side with the knees. So we hold the knees and bring them to the opposite side in a very gentle twist. The arm, it's shaped like a number 4 or a cactus. Look to that side and keep the twist. Keep twisting, relaxing, closing your eyes. Deep breath in and out. Deep relaxation, resting. Little by little, start releasing those legs, placing the knees together, and mobilizing the toes, mobilizing the leg. Feet are together. I'm just gonna do one more time on one side. I kind of felt like I did it too little on one side. And I spend more time on the second side. So I'll go back to this side just for a few moments. And well, one thing that I wanted to say is that feels good to do one side, but sometimes the sides are different and need a little bit more. So I'm just gonna do one more round on this side. Yeah, for I always try to go for balance, but it's not necessarily true. Sometimes one side needs more than the other. So I'm just doing it, but if you had enough of this pose on both sides, just rest on your back. I'm just doing a little bit more of this pose. And keep relaxing and keep breathing, keeping everything together, keeping my head looking to my cactus arm on this side. Again, yeah. And just relaxing. Bring those knees all the way up, releasing the pose. Enjoy the freedom of the lower back. Maybe you want to wind chill your knees from side to side, that's fine. But just rearrange, prepare for the next pose, which is the bridge. This bridge is slightly different because it's supported. So use some blocks or bolsters or blankets, whatever you have in hand. Place them under your sacral area, your sacrum, and start resting. Shoulder blades are under the bridge, and feel the hips being supported by the bricks. Your feet are pointing forward, and you keep breathing normally through your nose. Just relax your face, cheeks, your throat, your shoulders. Everything is relaxed, resting on the bricks. We find this freedom to experience the pose without a lot of effort. So holding this pose for a little bit longer is very restorative, very beautiful pose. Start mobilizing your feet. Gently start getting out of the pose by lifting your hips slightly. Feel where are you at. Very, very gently movement. Go back to the bridge just for a few more moments and feel the difference in the adjustment that you just really did. This is enough for you. You can always go out of the pose, get out of the pose. Or you can breathe here and be comfortable, remain in the pose. It's a very comfortable bridge. It's up to you. It's your practice. Do whatever the body needs to do in terms of movement or mobility or non-mobility. It's your decision. And slowly then remove the bricks, the bolsters, pillows, whatever it's under your bridge. Just remove it. Good. Beautiful. Feel the release of the lower back. Feel the restful sensation after our supported bridge. Enjoy. Why not? Stand there, stay there on the mat. Yeah, find your spot here where you can be comfortable and slowly roll to one side and push it using your hands. Push yourself very gently. Yeah, very gently, one vertebra at a time for movement. One slight little movement here on the side. Push yourself all the way to seated. Bring your feet one across the other. Sit on the mat. Find the sitting bones, arms all the way up in inhalation and air all the way down on the exhalation. Good. That was a very good air intake. So it is important to keep breathing at all times in yoga. It is important to coordinate the movement with the breath, arm all the way up to the sky or to the ceiling and look to the palm of the hand. This is a crescent moon, so we communicate with the moon here. We say crescent moon and close your eyes if you like. Do the other side, alternating, opening that arm all the way up. Look up. Yes, this is a crescent moon. Remember, the shape of the body is important. And hold it here. Facing the palm of the hands together, pressing them, pointers all the way up into the full moon, all the way up, 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 stretch, stretch. Imagine you're trying to reach the sky. Yawning is good. And go side to side in this pose. Balance by doing the same amount of bends to one side and the other. And back to the center, pressing the palms of the hands together in front of your chest. Deep breathe in and out. Gently breathe in, gentle thoughts. If you have any thoughts here, acknowledge them, but then send them away. And we will use a little bit of water here. I'm getting thirsty. So you need to take a break, a water break. Go ahead. I need one. I drink lots of water. I love water. Good. And that was good water. And let's move our feet slowly, slowly to the front in a forward seated tree. Heel close to your body. One leg is extended to the front. We won't be holding this for a very long time, just briefly. But you need to make sure your hip is facing forward. Slide your hands right on top of your thigh and reach your toe. Try to touch your toes here. Place your forehead on top of the leg you like to, and listen to the music. And go all the way up. And let's transition to the other side, extending the leg that was close to the body and putting the leg that was away close to the body this time. Slowly align your hips facing forward. Slide the hands on top of the mat or your shin or your thigh and reach out for the toe. Reach out, reach out. Yeah. Keep that alignment. Keep that relaxation on the back. It's not fundamental that it be straight. It can be curved. It's a restorative yoga practice. You can also bend your knee a little bit. You need that flexibility. So you can bend over a little bit more. Keep breathing in. Yes. And slowly using your hands, come all the way to seated. Incorporating this routine in your restorative practice gives a little bit of flexibility to your joints too, but it's very, very gentle. Place the feet together, widen up your knees. This is a butterfly. Again, this is restorative. So if you feel like you have to support your knees, place a pillow or place a blanket or blocks under them. Look down and breathe. Take the time to relax even more. Listen to the music, and then with your hands, remove the blocks or bolsters or blankets, whatever you had, towels. And then use again a couple of blocks here. Bring them for a more restorative practice. You can always use 2 or whatever is necessary. There are some slimmer blocks that you may have around. You may need to use 2 or 1.5. It's up to you. I like to support my knees once in a while because in that way I am not worried about being able to hold the knees down and open it too much. I just don't think about it. Yeah. So I'm removing the blocks again, setting them close by, close to me, and making sure everything is ready for my transition. Very slowly again. No rush, no rush. Take your time. Go find the mat. Go on your forts to find the alignment. We'll do one opening of the hips pose, but in a very restorative way again. So prepare by breathing in into our cat first. Get some new oxygen, and then the cow pose. Gently inhaling and exhaling here. Exhaling and inhaling at your own pace. Cat and cow poses. So this is the exhaling part with the cat, and the inhaling is the cow. So just go through the motions with awareness, although awareness of how the body is moving with the breath. Sit on top of your heels. Feel the nice stretch in the thighs. Feel how relaxes your lower back. And we'll go to our next pose, feeling so relaxed that we are gonna find easily our sleep tonight. I'm already feeling very, very relaxed. If I close my eyes, I will fall asleep. So I hope this helps you to fall asleep as well. But take your time. Take your time. For some of you, it is hard to go to bed because the mind is thinking too many things. It's winding and down. Now with these poses, it's just a short selection, a few poses for a long time, listening to the music, listening to the breath, relaxing your mind, just being here in a very, very brief meditation. This is the Japanese style of meditation mostly, but I like it too. Just sitting on your heels and very slowly coming out of the mini meditation. Do circles with your torso in one direction, about 4 or 5 times. And then when you are ready, reverse the direction and do small circles to release the lower back area even more. Keep breathing, relaxing your forehead, your mind. Get rid of all thoughts, or most of them, and blow them away every time you exhale. Good. Come back to the center here, inhaling the arms all the way up, hands together, pushing the air all the way down. Inhaling, arms all the way up, and exhaling, pushing the air all the way down. And last time, inhaling, arms all the way up, pushing the air all the way to the front of the chest, slowly here, and keep going to your thighs. Plant your hands on top of your thighs. That was good, very good. You got a lot of oxygen here in case you were falling asleep. But for the next pose, I like you to set up a couple of things. Under you will be a bolster, a couple of yoga blocks. I like to create a ramp here with a higher block setting and then a lower block setting. I create a ramp like about 45 degrees angle here and play with the distance in between the bricks so they don't fall down when I lay down. I can use a little blanket on top of my feet in case I get cold. You can use a full blanket if you like to. For me, it's not necessary. I'm on the cool side. So lean down. What I actually need is this little blanket under my sacrum or my sitting bones, because when I get into this pose, it puts a lot of pressure on my sitting bones. In my case, it's not everyone is like that. I do need one towel or blanket, and then I lean down, lean against the bolster, closing my eyes, breathing, arms to the side. Feet are together first, prepare for the butterfly. So butterfly again, your knees are being pulled by gravity. So for some of you, blocks or towels or pillows will be necessary. So you have a totally restful pose here. The bound angle. So you are in an angle combined with a butterfly. It's very opening again. Just keep listening to the music. You don't need to open your eyes. Just follow my voice. Stay there in the pose, relaxing, enjoying, getting to move a little bit at a time, but just relaxing, letting the legs go into the sides. That will be even more relaxing, but again, you need the support of the blocks. That is fine, perfectly fine. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Your head is totally resting against the bolsters too. Just let it be. Then breathe. And enjoy the pose. Enjoy the breath. Enjoy the movement of your knees slightly. They are fighting gravity. But once you let it go, they will fall down easily, freely. Slowly start coming out of the pose by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your head from side to side, breathing in through your nose, bringing awareness to the surroundings, maybe touching each finger with the thumb, maybe moving the arm, the elbow, going slightly to one side and to the other. Prepare here to wake up and move into a different area of the mat, taking your time, doing it very slowly, gently, no sudden movements. With your hands, you can remove the blocks if you have any, and bring the knees together with the help of your hands, slowly, like you were closing a book. And remove the blanket only a little bit more here to make sure the sacrum is supported, but that it is not painful for you. It has to be comfortable, very comfortable. And let's stay here just for a couple of seconds, waving or windshield with your knees from side to side. And in the next movement, come all the way to the side, very gently using your hands. Come all the way to seated, cross leg. Take the time to set aside all the props. In restorative yoga, we call them props, just like in theater. And set them aside. Uh, You won't need them anymore, except for the blanket. Save it for later. We'll go to the final pose, our Savasana, final relaxation. So get your blanket if you need it. Cover your feet if you tend to get cold. I'm usually on the warm side. I don't really need to cover all my body. But if you like to do so, go ahead. Lean on your back, arms to your sides, legs to the front of you, extended. I am gonna be sitting down to guide you. Listen to my voice and the music. You can close your eyes, just follow your breath, and in the next couple of minutes you'll be relaxing completely. Inhaling through your nose, inflating the belly button. Imagine that there is color coming into your body and you are coloring you as a book from the top of the head to the tiptoes. So inhaling through your nose and color the body, all of it with a bright color, the color of your choice. And exhaling deeply, relax your face, your arms are relaxed, your legs, your feet, everything is relaxed now. Getting ready for a good night's sleep. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing your cheeks, your throat, your mouth, your shoulders. Everything is relaxed. Again, deep inhalation through your nose and color the body from the top of the head to the tiptoe. Keep going like this. Exhaling when you need to, yawning if you need to, and if you fall asleep, that's fine. Just bedtime, isn't it? So keep going like this until you are totally relaxed, focusing on the breath, following your cues for relaxation, but also my words, the music, the silence. Inhaling, exhaling at your own rhythm, making sure everything is relaxed. De-stress the limbs. Although, since this was a very restorative practice, I believe you should be more than relaxed. Restoring, regenerating, rejuvenating, giving your body a boost of energy. By resting, closing your eyes, resting, resting, resting. Be aware of the surroundings little by little. You may want to start mobilizing by wiggling your fingers a little bit, your toes, your arms, perhaps moving your head from side to side, moving your eyes, starting to open them, moving the torso a little bit, the shoulder blades landing in one side, maybe the head going to one side and the other, slightly movement of the chin against your chest, making little motions. And if you are up to, you can start coming out of the pose, or you can stay there for a little bit longer. It's up to you. Choose what you like to do. I'm moving my head a little bit to one side, ear to shoulder, and then I'll do the opposite side, just to mobilize the body a little bit. Yes, you can be seated now and do all these movements with me, just to gain awareness, the surroundings, breathing in and out, breathing in and out through your nose, relaxing, and closing your practice with a big breath in and out. And you want to do ohms or any kind of mantra that you have, that's okay. Just exhaling the air, inhaling and joining me today. It was a pleasure to facilitate this class. Please follow us on social media. At the end of this video, there is a link for all the virtual and local programs that PSP has for you. Thank you very much. Until the next time, namaste. Thank you. See you.
Be sure to like and share our virtual recreation videos to all of your social media platforms.